Hey there, Rydall here, and I'm really excited to talk to you today about what I say the only way to awaken. So we're going to talk a little bit about spiritual growth, spiritual awakening, spiritual liberation. The important thing to understand is that spiritual awakening, first of all, awakening simply means you're not asleep. When they asked Buddha, what are you? Are you a prophet? Are you a sage? Are you a guru? And he's like, I am awake. And so you're free from the hypnotic spells, the limited beliefs, self-concepts, and maps of reality, then you're awake. It's not about adding anything to you. Awakening, enlightenment, freedom, liberation is not about adding anything. It's about releasing the self-concepts, the world beliefs, the perceptions that are limiting. Ultimately, all perception is just a placeholder. Belief is a placeholder. A belief is a limitation. So an awakened person doesn't have any beliefs. They don't have perceptions per se. They are just open. They are just available to what is in ultimate reality without having to put a story on, without having to have perceptions and beliefs about it. So awakening is about progressively releasing our personal material sense of ourself and of reality, progressively releasing our coping mechanisms and survival strategies that were created because of the one and only core belief that causes all suffering. The belief that we're separate and apart from life itself, that we're separate and apart from the universe, God, from the same impulse that grows, maintains, and sustains everything. That belief of separation from life, meaning love, abundance, all the good of life, that belief of separation is what creates the false self, the egoic self. And then it has to create all kinds of survival mechanisms and protective mechanisms to make sure it gets what it needs to survive and gets rid of the things that could hurt it and goes against and conquers the powers and the forces that are against it. When in truth, there are no powers or forces against you. There is no other life out there. There is no other power or law. All of it is in you, and you are one with all of it, okay? So awakening is not only believing that, not only affirming that, which is important, but letting go of the beliefs and the perceptions that contradict that. The most powerful prayer that I know, and it's another way of saying not my will but thy will be done, is more than I want to change, fix, heal, control, or manipulate anyone or anything, including myself. I want to know the truth that sets me free. More than I want to change, fix, heal, control, manipulate anyone or anything, including myself, I want to know the truth that makes me free. I want to see it the way God sees it. I want to feel the way God feels. I want to hear the way God hears. I want to know with the mind of God, with the mind of the universe. I want to know the truth because life is already perfect. Life is already whole and complete. You are already whole and complete. The only thing lacking is your awareness of that truth. You shall know the truth, and the truth will set you free. It doesn't say the truth will set you free. You have to know it. Electricity is everywhere, but it doesn't do you any good if you're not plugged in. It doesn't do you any good if there's not a structure to harness the power. So God or life or love or truth, abundance, health, everything you need is everywhere. You're swimming in it. But it doesn't do you any good until you are consciously aware of it. Not just conceptually, but consciously. And so more than I want to change, fix, control, manipulate anyone or anything, including myself, which is the way the human mind operates, I want to know the truth that makes me free. Now, there's a funny little story, a parable or anecdote about two monks walking along, a master monk and a student monk. And the student monk is just talking about, I want to know God, I want to know truth so badly, Master. How do I know God? How do I know truth? And he's just going on and on and on and on and on. And eventually the Master grabs him and shoves his head underwater and holds him there until he's just about to drown. And at the very last possible moment, he pulls this student out of the water. And the student takes a big gasp, a gasp of air for his very life. And he's like, Master, why did you do that to me? And the Master says, when you want to know God or truth as much as you wanted that next breath, that, my friend, is the secret. What do you really want? What do you really want? Do you want to be free? Do you want to be awake? Do you want to know the truth? Do you want to realize your oneness with life and love and God? Or do you want to just have more money? Or be safe? Or be comfortable? or have convenience, or find your ideal mate, or get the great job, or build the great business. Now, I'm not saying you can't have all those things. I'm saying what you want most is what you get. And that's it. That's always operating. What you have right now is based on a core value that you want most. And for many people, it's survival, or a freedom that's really just an abnegation of responsibility. When you want freedom and truth and love and God consciousness, as much as that monk wanted that next breath, you'll have it. Until next time, live authentically, love unconditionally, and follow your destiny.